Hello. Welcome back to part two of the tutorial on using subtotal in Excel. Actually, in this particular tutorial, we'll be looking at using what we call the sum ifs. So we'll be looking at this. I'll show you the previous workbook, the worksheet that we did, and we'll get started from that aspect. So we have it on your screen. We undo all that was done. If you've not watched the first tutorial, please do well. Just watch it, and you will understand where we are coming from. So I have this. I want to use some ifs to find the subtotal. Um, so I apply the formula equals to sum ifs. When you look at the formula clearly, you see it requires the sum range, this criteria range, and the criteria itself. Now, the sum range is when we have the sales. This is the sum range. This is the sum range. So then yes, in Excel, there's what we call absolute referencing and relative referencing. Absolute referencing has to be done in this formula so that the selection, when applied to other cells as we drag it down, it will not change the address, it will retain the range. It will retain the range. So in this case, I'll just use the shortcut F4. But if you don't want to use the shortcut, you use dollar sign before B, dollar sign before C, and before 2, dollar sign before B, dollar sign before 22. So I'll use F4 since I'm using Windows here. I'll have selected the range. So next, I have to select the criteria range, which is my product. I also apply the the F4. Then in the next situation, I will select the criteria. What is the criteria? Then if you look at the product, you see we have four criteria. So I'll just pick one. If that I don't have to use absolute referencing, it will apply to others as the changes is taking place. So I press my enter. You see that it has given me the subtotal for each of the criteria for laptop. Everywhere it says laptop, it gives me the subtotal. But actually, this is kind of messy. It's not cool. It's not cool. Instead that it's jam packed. So what I have to do, I have to like bring it out so that it will be like a summary. It will be easily seen, to be easily understood that okay, this is the sum total for this is the sum total for this. That is what Excel does, but they do theirs automatically. So I'll do this sum if I'll just repeat the formula. This is the range I'm summing. That is the what sum range. I press my F4, is my comma, I select my criteria range. I press my F4, then what I select my criteria, which is what I have there. Then I close the bracket, I apply it. Then when you see you drag down or you just tap there, you see that the subsum of each of those products is what you have here. This is very easy and this is very fast. It depends on you. Whichever way you want to use, you can use the subtotal, you can use the subtotal, you can use what do you call it, the sum ifs. For those that did not see the subtotal, I just have to do it again. For using the subtotal, I have to do what? I have to sort it first. I have to sort it first. So I have to make my selection, Control C. Let me just put it in this in this way. Control Z, Control V. So I have to sort this. Remember, after sorting, then I have to make my selection. Then I come over to my data. Under my data, I come to subtotal. I'll click on my subtotal, then I'll make the changes, apply the changes as you see there. I'll select the change in where taking place in products, yes, use the sum, the function sum, then I add subtotal to what to sales. I say, okay, this is okay. Then when you see this, you will come to understand that in each of these categories for desktop, the subtotal for desktop is equal to the subtotal here, using the sum if and using the subtotal. So you compare and contrast the two results, we find out that they are actually similar. They are similar. They are very, very much similar. So it just depends on you. Whichever way you want to use, whichever one you want to do, you can simply just do it to suit yourself. So the third video will be coming up, the part 3 of this software, and we'll be using what we call tables in Access. Please, as you have watched the first video, you've watched the second video, do make time to watch the third video, and I'm very positive you will grab something from inside. Please do have a nice day, and subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed, share, also comment. We love comment, we love feedback, so we can know how to serve you better. Bye bye.